All right, we're back from Norman, which we didn't find much. I only bought at one yard sale in Norman. Went to an estate sale and spent some money. 28 in Norman, 25, 28 at the estate sale, and then went to the thrift store and spent 16 and change, and then I spent 66.50 in my town at a yard sale. So 132.50 I think was the total. But at the first sale, it was early. The only sale we really found, there was a couple other minor ones, but she had a bunch of Zumba wear. And I know about Zumba. Immediately she told me this was her mother's from around the year 2000, and Zumba was hot, and I know that that active wear is still valuable. So this is all Y2K type stuff. I got a whole bag for 25 bucks. So there's a lot of Zumba clothes, a lot of tops, and if you know, you know. And I'm gonna try to run through these as quick as I can because I got other things to show you. But there's some pretty cool stuff here, colorful tops, and the price range that I'm seeing on this stuff. Here's a Zumba instructor top, all kinds of tank tops in different colors, but colors that ladies like: purple. There's some yellow, white, black. I won't go through each shirt, but there's a lot of tops, a lot. Probably 30 or 40. Then there's some with bling, and then there's some of these sweat outfits, the Zumba, yeah, like this, and the pants, kind of, I guess, felt, and then there's some more sweats, all Zumba, are all Y2K, and some of these outfits that I saw go for upwards of $30, $35 an outfit, so I'm good with that. There's another one, and a lot of them will go. There's some that'll go for 10 and 20, but anyway, there's a ton of it. There's still a bunch more here, just a ton of it for 25 bucks. Yeah. The next sale was the estate sale. I was there for salt and pepper shakers, but the prices were ridiculous. They were very old salt and pepper shakers, and there were some really cool ones. Laurel and Hardy, some Nuns, native stuff, but they wanted 10 to 15 a set, and I said, will you bundle? And they said no. So there you go. But I paid $3 a package for, this is a bag of old t-shirts, an old toothbrush, because I watched somebody, this is 1990. I don't know what it's worth. These are Fruit of the Loom from the 90s, 97, so they should be single stitch. I don't know if I'm going to use those to print in or not, but I gave $3 a package, all vintage Fruit of the Loom or Hanes, or, not Hanes, Milano or Gildan. So $3 a piece. Gave $5 a piece for the jackets. This one's an Oklahoma State Cowboys jacket. This one has some real value. Aiden looked it up. I didn't think Chaps Ralph Lauren would be very valuable, but this puffer, there's some listed for over $200-300, but the sold comps on it are about 80, and I gave 5 for it. And then I gave a couple of bucks for this Venezia Italia sweatshirt. So there you go. And then at the last sale, oh wait a minute, I missed another bag. Jerseys, crew socks. If you know, you know. At the next one, I spent $66.50, and let me show you what I got. Got 2 cases of Beyblades. She said there were her sons, and he's over 20, so I don't know how old they really are, but I took a chance. I got all of them for 40, and like I said, there's 2 cases. This is case 1. If you see anything, those of you that know, that's of good value, let me know. I don't know if there's any rare ones in here or not. This is case 1. And here is case number 2. And again, 20 per case basically is how it worked out. $40 for all. If you see anything, those of you again that know about Beyblades, I have sold them before, but never to this level. Some of the bigger ones. And I don't have all these facing, so I need to. But if you see anything that stands out, please reach out. And then I paid $25 for a bag full of farm toys, horses. There may be some briars in here. I do see a Bluey character. A lot of farm animals. Same thing here. Tons of that kind of stuff. But there's other stuff in here besides that. And I don't know what all the value is, but there is so much of it. It's crazy. And even a corral here. And then some eyeglasses. I won't go into those, but they're readers. And then last, at the thrift store, I got some good stuff. I spent $16.28. I used to sell prison jumpsuit, convict jumpsuits that you can get. They're donated by the Federal Transfer Center, the Federal Prison Transfer Center that's based here in Oklahoma City at Will Rogers Airport. These right here, I could sell these for $35. They are authentic prison garb shoes. And then I got a bunch of green, yellow, a few orange, no complete, well, a couple of complete sets in brown. But there's a whole bag. And typically this kind of stuff will sell, and it does sell, believe me. For a set could sell for about $30 to $40. If you have the jumpsuits, they can go to $50. But I do have a lot of that kind of stuff. And $16, I just got to sell the shoes to get my money back. They did have more, but they don't have a lot of tops in the colors that I was trying to match. And there was one shirt that was a 10XL. And don't laugh, because I found an 8XL several years ago when they were still getting these in before COVID. And I sold it almost immediately. So 10X, even though that's a huge size, it will sell, and it'll probably sell pretty fast for some really good money. So there you go. That's what I bought today. How did I do?